What's good, the peoples? How's anybody doing today? I don't have anything open here. We might want to... My webcam is broken. It finally, after like 13 or 14 years of using the same webcam, it finally gave up the ghost. So that's why you can't see my big, beautiful face right now. Am I streaming to the right YouTube? I am. There it is. Okay. Got a preview window going. That's all seems to be the case. Okay. So next month, I have a book arriving in the mail. It's the Phantasy Star role-playing game. And I've only ever completed one Phantasy Star game. I've only completed Phantasy Star 4. And I'm like, we should probably play the other Phantasy Star games at some point. I did play Phantasy Star 1 on the Switch, and I really, really enjoyed it. But I've never played 2 or 3. So we should probably play some of those. I've also have heard... I don't know how true it is, but I have heard that Phantasy Star 2 is extremely awful. I have heard this game is just extremely, extremely bad. And I'm playing it on this Mega Drive collection on Steam that they no longer sell. This has all been delisted from Steam. So you can't have any of this. I mean, you could just play it on emulator, I guess, but... All right, let me just turn my ceiling fan on here. I haven't actually played most of the games in this collection. I played, where is it, Light Crusader. That game was really cool. I enjoyed that pretty well when I played it a couple years ago. I actually recorded that for YouTube at one point, but the video footage and the audio got badly desynced for some reason, and I couldn't repair it in post, so I had to throw it away. But it was a pretty cool game. I enjoyed that. Obviously, you've got Gunstar Heroes, which is a classic. But yeah, most of these I've never even booted up. Like, these are just like Puyo Puyo, right? That's all these are? Also, where's Columns 2? We went from Columns to Columns 3. We skipped Columns 2 and 10. I have played Decap Attack. We rented that back in the day. Like, you take your head off and you throw it at guys. Eternal Champions, we owned that as a kid. It's a pretty like, is it like a Street Fighter rip? No, it's more of a Mortal Kombat ripoff than Street Fighter. I think this was like a roguelike thing that I tried to play. Obviously got Streets of Rage. I've never been into like these brawler kind of games. What are they, region locked? Oh, you can play different regions, I see. Oh, let's see, what else? All the Sonic games, obviously, are on here. I've completed Shining Force 2, but I've never played the other ones. Ristar, obviously. I think I've recorded this. Yeah, we did this for the Christmas video one year. Did I play it on this collection, or did I just play the emulator? I don't remember now. The Golden Axe games, they're all pretty bad. Oh, this Sword of Vermilion, we actually owned this back in the game. Woof. That game, that's... Woof. This is a like action RPG kind of thing, but it's like really, really jank and hard to play. Got both Toe Jam and Earls on here. And Virtua Fighter, which is another game that we owned back in the day. But for today, we are going to see if I can handle Phantasy Star 2. Phantasy Star 1 is not on this collection, unfortunately, because it was not a Mega Drive game. It was the Master System game. So unfortunately, you don't get the whole Phantasy Star collection. I've heard this is an awful game. I've heard this is absolutely atrocious, even considering games of the era. So this was 1989. So its contemporaries were like Final Fantasy 3. No, it's a contemporary would have been Final Fantasy 2. Yeah, Final Fantasy was 87, Final Fantasy 3 is 90, so Final Fantasy 2 must be 88 or 89. Well, okay, let's just hit start and get into it. And I don't even know what the controls are going to be, like how the controls are mapped in this game. I guess we'll find out. All right, checking the backup data. Data check complete. Great. What is the name of your character? How many letters? I probably only get 4 letters, right? Yeah, we only get 4 letters. Let's rub that. My character's name is Rogo. We're gonna be Rogo. Okay, we're haunted by nightmares every night of Alice defeating the final boss of Phantasy Star 1. Dang, we ripped, though. Mother Brain planning and controlling all aspects of the environment. That seems like it's a good system. I'm glad that this guy who I've known for 2 years has introduced himself by name. That's very useful for me. All right, so we're going to be given the toughest job he's ever given anybody. And he's probably going to be like $40 to prepare a watch. So Mother Brain never makes mistakes, but there are monsters all over the place. Fantastic. Go to the biosystems lab. Get the recorder. So we're gonna go retrieve this black box. And we have our first quest. I'm not controlling this, by the way. This Nay seemed worried. Who's Nay? Oh, that's Nay. Oh, we have a pet. We have a pet woman who lives in our house. We've had her for 7 months. She is our pet monster girl. Okay, then. Oh, so like, okay, so she was like a puppy monster girl when we first met, but in 7 months, she's really filled out. Does she not talk? Does she just... Oh, no, there she goes. Okay. Wow, she's like a biologically imprinted upon me. Okay, so our pet monster girl can come with us. Fantastic. All right, so we've got... There seems to be nothing unusual here. Okay, so A, B, and C should be mapped to circle, X, and square. So, my understanding is that Phantasy Star 3 is the generation game, isn't it? It's like a generation game, kind of like Dragon Quest V. And that was... Because that one doesn't take place like in the star system. It takes place on like a generation ship that is traveling somewhere. But I had heard that this was the one that everybody hates. State, Rogo, Nay. We've got how much Meseta? Money in this game is called Meseta or Mst. We have 200. Okay. Tech, Rogo. Rogo can't use techniques. Nay can use Res, which is a healing tech. Strung. Rogo's strung. He's an agent. He's got a right knife, carbon suit, some shoes. Nay is unemployed. I have not played Dragon Quest V yet. No, I have it here. So yeah, 4 is like the golden boy of the series. 4 is the one that, like, back in the day, if you were fighting in the console wars and you're like, oh man, I just played Chrono Trigger and Secret of Mana and Breath of Fire and 87 other awesome RPGs on my Super Nintendo, like the Sega Genesis kid in the playground, be like, well, I played Phantasy Star 4, but Phantasy Star 4 ain't all that. It can't hang with the likes of the Final Fantasy games on the SNES. Let's talk to some peeps. That's my talk button. I should go to the library at Central Tower. We'll do that. Look at this guy. This is a man who knows something. It hasn't rained for a while and the lake is dried up. So Mother Brain is going crazy, clearly. Also, there's just swastikas all over the ground in the brick pattern of this town. And now that I've pointed that out, you will never be able to unsee it. Also, the camera doesn't lock in the middle of the screen, so you've got this... Phantasy Star 1 did this too, I think, where you've got to get close to the edge of the screen before it starts scrolling around. Hunters are the coolest guys. Am I a hunter? No, I'm an agent. In Phantasy Star 4, your characters are hunters. Other side of the lake, which is dried up. So is this a hospital? What do we got going on here? Okay, so we've got like a hospital situation where Dr. Mustache can see to our health. So what's this? This is the cloning lab. It's like, what's on this sign? It's like a person being cloned with a human heart. It is a cloning lab. Do I get... Oh, okay. The cloning lab is like a clinic. So if our cat girl dies, we have her like spirit put into a new clone. Fantastic. All right, called that one out. Were there cloning labs in Phantasy Star 1? Is that why I remembered that? I don't know that I want to take credit for that. Teleport station. We can go to any town you know of. If you know the name of the town, you can use our service. Well, we don't know the names of any towns. We just got kicked out. We don't know anything. Why should you work for a living? Amen, brother. Why indeed? So presumably we make Nay dress like this. Like, she's our pet monster girl. So, like, we put her in the leotard and go-go boots, right? Like, or did she, like, show up where... No, because she grew up in our house in 7 months, is what they said. She was just a puppy girl when she came. You can always get your body cloned at the clone lab. Are there, like, laws about what I can do with my own clones? Data memory. Okay, so this is my save point. Yes. Save them under number 1. Enter a name for the file. I mean, can't you just put it under Rogo? Like, you can't make a funny word in 4 letters. Let me rephrase that. You can't make a funny word in 4 letters that is not also vulgar. So let's put my... Like, I'm the player, so I'll just put my name in. This is the brick file. Fantastic. Okay. All right, so that's a save point. A guy named Darren will rob you of your money. Well, I'm not going to go up there then. So we're at Central Tower in Paseo. Okay, that was teleport. What's down here? I can't go into these buildings here. I think we've already talked to these people. We've already been down here. Yeah, that's my house. All right, here's some shops. We have like an armor shop. This is a dependable arms merchant. Heck yeah. He's selling armor. Let's see if we can find weapons, actually. What weapon did you have? Let's check Nay's strong. Nothing. I hope she's like an actual cat girl and she has claws. Okay, so we can buy some healing items, some antidotes, telepipe, escape pipe. That's all in order. I just want to see if we can get to a weapons shop. Because I think I can dual wield knives in fantasy. This is a weapons shop. Yo, what up? Wow, that's some 80s anime hair right there, my guy. Can I please have a dagger? Rogo's gonna hold that. Oh, must be joking. Maybe he can't use a dagger. I got thrown out. Why did she say you must be joking? He must not be able to use that dagger. What if I try to buy a knife? I don't want to actually buy the knife, though. Every time I back out of the menu, she kicks me out of the shop. Let's try to buy a dagger for Nay. All right, I'm going to assume that you must be joking means that they can't equip it. What are the chances I can dual wield knives? That's the thing you can do in Phantasy Star, right? You can equip a weapon to both hands if it's a one-handed weapon. Worst case scenario, I just waste 100 gold here. So let's try it. Okay, so I can equip the knife. I didn't get yelled at that time. Let's see if... I gotta go to EQP. Yeah, I got 2 knives. All right. We're rocking 2 knives. All right, let's go get into some fights. This is the battle screen, huh? So my options here are Frigate and Stigi. I'm going to forget. I didn't enter commands for my heroes. I wonder why that happened. Is it set to like automatic control or something? I'm going to wander around and try again and get another fight. And Nate, it didn't look like Nate did anything. Okay, so if I want them to do something else, I've got to go down to Stigi. And Nate can't fight because she does not have weapons, I guess. Does it auto-battle every round until one part or the other is dead? Let's try that again. That's very strange if that's the case. Because I've only played Phantasy Stars 1 and 4, and neither of them are like that. You can program your auto battle in Phantasy Star 4. Okay, if I go to strategy, order, and tell it to attack the bee first. And they can't fight. I've got a healing spell. Got some items. I can defend. But then I have to click fight. Let's try to push some buttons and back out of that. And see if I can at least... Well, we're paralyzed now. Okay, so I pushed the button. So it works like auto battle in, what is it? In Breath of Fire, I think, has auto battle. If you select auto battle, your guys will just fight forever. But if you push the button, it'll back out. I need to run because I'm paralyzed. AF. Also, we don't get damage pop-ups. You only know how much damage you're taking because your HP goes down. Well, okay, we've taken a whole bunch of damage. Let's go back into town here. Whoops, I thought it was going to take me to the other side of town. Heal me. Yes. Fantastic. That was good. Okay. We're getting the hang of this game now. Oh, that's the teleport shop. That's not what I want. I was looking for the save point. Really? I have to... I have to do this every single time? Why is it going to ask me that name every single time? What's the point of that? Alright, we need to see if we can get Neo Weapon. That needs to happen next. Oh, this... I was able to go in this building, right? This is a building I can... Aha! Let's go to room. Keep baggage, please. So this is going to be storage? Okay, so I can... This is going to be storage, fine. Keep baggage, please. Let's go to the library. I mean, this mother brain sounds like we should probably learn about it. Control everything in the world. Life is monitored and supported by mother brain. Essential to life, but nobody knows who made mother brain or where it is. All right, great. Okay, can we buy Nay a knife? No. Can we buy Nay a steel bar? All right, she can take a steel bar. Fantastic. That is not the weapon type I was expecting the cat lady to take. All right, let's get another fight here. And so I should just, like, go with fight and then hit back after, like, get in the habit of hitting back after every turn. Oh, no, Nay's still defending. That's not what I want. Order, you fight. This is a really cumbersome battle system. Oh, I didn't put in Nay's command. This is going to take some getting used to. I don't know why it's designed this way. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So what's out? We're in this like green field, like biodome, surrounded by. I mean, from their perspective, it looks like it's surrounded by high walls, and then we have this layer of brown, like cracked soil. Is that like up on top of the walls, or is that beyond the walls? I'm not sure exactly how to parse the graphics here. Are there any other monsters? There's one. All right. Let's go to Stigity. You need to fight. It looks like she's attacking with a claw and not a steel pipe. Okay, so I don't know if I should save up for weapons and armor or something. I think what I'll do is I'll buy a couple of healing items and then just go into this tube up here and see what's on the other side of it. Fire ants and bees. We got this. These are definitely some sound effects. I'll tell you that for nothing. I wonder if I can get a second steel pipe for Nay. Can she dual wield those? She leveled up twice before Rogo leveled up once. All right, we're going to go to the H house here. All right, then we buy some healing items, and then we save the game, and we go up north and see what the haps is. All right, so these are healing items. Let's buy one for each of them. And let's carry one antidote. And now I'm broke again. I wonder how one gets a pet cat girl in this world. Like, all we were told is that she just showed up 7 months ago. Oh, what? Is it really going to make me do this every time I save my game? I I told him I was done playing. Okay, fair enough. So we just restarted the game. That's fine. Okay, let's go see what's in this tunnel up here. Oh, okay. It just takes us over here. I can't parse what these graphics are supposed to be. Nothing unusual there. There's like a machine here. It's not an unusual machine, though. We got some like biodomes. Oh, this is the bridge where the guy takes your money. Allegedly. He didn't take my money, though. What are we bridging over? What is this? I can't parse this map at all. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at. I wonder when I should commit to healing. Under 10 HP sounds like a good bet. Ooh, what have we here? Made it to the second town already. Great. We are in Arima. This is such a... Arima is a horrible place. Dude, look, yeah, the buildings are dilapidated. There's junk laying around everywhere. A building in Shure has scoundrels. The scoundrels must have 2 more dynamite sticks. Unless we take them away, another town will be destroyed. These guys blew up this town with dynamite? Wasn't Darum the guy who was taking people's money on the bridge? Wait, I was trying to talk to that girl. It made me leave town. I didn't want to yet. We've got a hospital and a clone lab here. Blue River's house. She's just wandering in and out of town. Wait, that's the... Did she, like, screen wrap? She walked over here from the other side of the map? Scoundrels coming from the east. There's nothing left. You got a hospital. You got the teleport town. They killed all the men? There's 2 of you standing here. And, like, clearly there's still men and women in this town. Oh, is this a weapon shop? I can get a cream knife. That sounds delicious. So the town was completely destroyed except for the 400 people who still live here. And all the buildings that are still operational. And apparently this was done with 2 sticks of dynamite. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Mother Brain has done things to this world. There are Sega Master System background tiles in between all the livable areas. You do kind of just wait the battles out, though, which is interesting. I feel like Rogo could just be this character's name. Like, if it didn't let me name the character and it just told me the character's name was Rogo, I would 100% believe it. Okay, so I can bridge to the north. I'm just kind of getting my bearings and seeing where my boundaries are right now. The Skeeters are healing themselves with my blood. I don't enjoy that. Should I try to buy her a second steel pipe? Okay, so the poisoner, we need to make sure that we take that poisoner out. Or we will get paralyzed. So just issuing orders to your, like just addressing your units in battle is kind of a pain in the butt in this game. Because you can put in one command and then you've got to go back to the front battle menu and start over from there to input a second command. There's no save point in this town, though. Who did it? Oh, I don't have my pop-ups open. I have no idea who did that. I should probably open that, right? I should probably get... Otherwise, I can't see who is tickling my buttons down there. Oh, it was Treble with $20. Thank you so much, Treble. I forgot that I was supposed to open my alerts so I can see them when they go off. So what I need to do is go here, 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 there. All right. Now I can see my alerts. Let's see if I can equip this pipe or if I've just wasted that money. Yeah, okay, 2 steel bars. So both of them have 2 weapons. Technically, I just streamed on Sunday when I ran D&D. It's not my fault you didn't want to watch that stream. How much does it cost to teleport me back to Passaic? $60? Nope, I can walk. But I got to go back there because that's where the save point is. Oh, we can't get there from here. Okay, fair enough. We got to go around this situation. All right, so I've got order Rogo to attack the poisoner, and then... Oh, I needed to... That's going to take some getting used to. I don't know why you would design a JRPG battle system like that. She seems pretty good though with 2 steel pipes. Like she's doing some work. So is Rika from Phantasy Star 4 just like Nay? Is that the idea? Is like, because they seem like the exact same character. Rika had like a black leotard and pink hair, where Nay has a purple leotard and purple hair. Maybe I'll be okay with this battle system once we start getting into dungeons, and I'll just appreciate having a one-button like battle system. I'm not sure. Okay, we came here to use the save point, but I guess we'll also use the Hopsiddle. And then I guess we'll go a different direction and see, like, where are my boundaries on the world map? Like, how far do I have to walk before I run into enemies I can't kill, kind of thing, right? And also, what happens when I game over? Do I, like, lose half my money and I'm shunted back to town, or do I lose all my progress and have to reload a save? I don't understand this either. Like, why do I have to put in a name? Every time you save, you have to, like, put in your PIN at the ATM. All right, let's go up across the bridge this time and see where we can get to. Don't know what that thing down there is. It looks exciting. There's another tube. Oh, we've made it to the beach. Wonderful. It's definitely an easier start than Phantasy Star 1. Phantasy Star 1, you start out and you can barely fight anything on the world map. Like, your first encounter right out of the first town might be something you can kill. Like, it might be a mosquito that you can kill, or it might be like a giant that just steps on you and you die. Okay, so there's these gaps in the continent. I had thought that was like an artificial water system or something, but we clearly have an ocean, and the ocean is not flowing into the gap. So I don't know what's going on here. Ooh, this didn't do any damage to me, so maybe this guy will go down. This is my first time playing this game, yeah. I've got the Phantasy Star role-playing game coming in the mail next month, and I'm like, I should play the Phantasy Star games that I haven't played. I played 4 as a kid on the Sega Genesis, and I played Phantasy Star 1 for the first time on the Switch, I don't know, a couple years ago. And I enjoyed that because I mapped it all out on graph paper, all the dungeons. But I've never played 2 or 3. I have heard that 2 is phenomenally bad. I don't think I've ever heard any good things about this game from people who've played it. But I'm interested to see where it takes me. The benchmark I'm putting it up against, and whether this is fair or not, I don't know, but I am like legendary for my distaste for Final Fantasy II. It's one of my least favorite games ever. So if this game is better than Final Fantasy II, which would have been like its main contemporary in 1988 or 89 or whatever year this was, then I will consider it a win as far as I'm concerned. But that's kind of what I'm stacking it up against. Grindy, I don't mind. I can handle grindy. I think there are some bizarre choices on display here, and as far as like how you address your units in combat. But that's all stuff you can just get used to in time. This is the version on Steam, the Mega Drive collection they used to have on Steam that they delisted earlier this year. You can't get it on Steam anymore. I don't know why they delisted it, but that's the version I'm playing. Fortunately, I got on that Mega Drive and Genesis Classics collection before they delisted it. New terrain type. So what is this, like marshland here? Oh, here we go. This might be the dungeon we're trying to find. This might be the... Let's take one battle in here and see what the monsters do. I want to finish exploring the overworld out there, but let's just see what we're up against here. Look at that! Oh, goodness. Look at that overlay. Oh, man. That takes me back to, like, RPG Maker days. All right, so like, if I want to make sure to take this poisoner out, what I have to do is go to Stiggy twice. So we attack the poisoner. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons to ensure that I attack the monsters I want to attack. Okay, so I think that's the dungeon they want me to go to. Let's finish exploring the world map here. I actually don't have any plans to play the TTRPG when it comes out. I just wanted to have the book. That's a new monster. These are both new monsters. I wonder if we're dead here. Let's find out. Nope, they went down. Okay. They do paralyze, though. Nay's dead. Alright, I better try to get out of this combat then. Stiggy, run. Now I gotta walk all the way back alone, contemplating my life choices. Oh, it's Froggy. Oh no, we got a Stiggy run again. Let's use my one healing item to make sure we actually make it back home. I just tend to collect RPG books and they just kind of sit on the shelf. I do run a weekly D&D game on my... I have a second YouTube channel where I stream a weekly D&D game. And right now we are running Strixhaven, which is D&D Magic School. And I am torturing my players with that. A book that I bought last year is I got the Lord of the Rings 5e supplement, so I can run Lord of the Rings and D&D 5e. And I'm like, you know what'd be funny is if I took that and combined it with this Phantasy Star book and had like hobbits and stuff on starships. And then my players were not impressed with that idea. More froggies. Oh, I didn't mean to fight. I meant to Stiggy. Great. It's one of those games where, like, if you fail to run, everybody gets to punch you for free. All right, we do have a clone lab here. Let's... with Rabbi Joker here. Give me my Catwoman back. Yes. I think there was a hospital in this town. Yeah. All right, let's... Should I go back and save again before I head to that dungeon? I think that's probably the safe play, right? We need to Stiggy these poisoners. And make sure we get them dead. I also need to replace that monomate that I ate. It was delicious. Did I have to go this way? I guess so. I'll figure it out as I play. I've done... I'm a veteran of JRPGs. I'll figure it out. Ain't my first rodeo. I just don't have a instruction manual in front of me here. Yes, save. I just go to end. All right, let's replace this monomate. In fact, let's buy a couple of them. And see how deep into this dungeon we can get. Let's buy one of these. Okay, so now if I go into the dungeon and get in trouble, I can escape. I would never get into trouble in a dungeon. That's not something that would happen to me. I am curious to find out what this like weird piping is all over the overworld map and what the black tiles in between them are. Are they like solar panels maybe? This is a Factorio world where they just have solar panels up around everywhere. I can't go this way. I might just look up a world map at some point just to have it handy. Enjoy your day, Stefan. Thanks for hanging out. That's what I used to do in Factorio, is put my trains everywhere, and then I had solar panels all along my rail lines. I did not know that Phantasy Star was a Factorio spinoff. Two of these nerds, huh? There's not like an option to... Okay, just pause the game for no reason. Okay, that's the state of things. No, I don't have like any kind of options menu at all. I thought maybe that I could turn off that auto battle feature. But I guess that's just how the game do. Stiggy, order, nay, attack, poisoner. Fight. We haven't gotten any new techniques yet, have we? No, she still only has the same healing technique. And I have lost track of where this dungeon is supposed to be. Not up here. Wow, learn a new technique. What do we learn? Ryuka. Oh, God. Of course that's what that would do. Why not? Why wouldn't that be what that does? Okay, so 11 rolls of toilet paper and we can teleport home. Good to know. That's fine. You gotta get out of my way, because I'm trying to get to the... Oh, you weren't in my way. Never mind. Alright. I see how it is. So we have teleportation services and we have these telepipe items, but also our first tech that we learn is just like an almost free teleport. I don't think I need to buy any of this. Because Rogo has a suit and Nay has a vest already. And I think I've even got headgear already. Oh, he does not have headgear. Nay had a ribbon. That's okay. That's what I'm looking for. I'll buy some headgear, I guess. Next, headgear. All right. I just trolled myself by experimenting with my spells. Sorry, techs. They're techs in this game, not spells. There's no magic in this game. It's all sci-fi, so you get techs and not spells. Let's see if we can get up to this dungeon now. I wonder if anything cool ever happens in these little hallways. Man, you can really sneak through tiles in these games. Looks like you only need like an 8-pixel tile to walk on. All right, how do I get to this dungeon? We found it once, and then I'm never going to find it again. No, that's a dead end. Okay. That just goes up north. There's the second town that got destroyed by 2 sticks of dynamite. Oh, I didn't redirect to the poisoner. We might end up getting paralyzed then. No, okay. We got caught off guard by that once, and he paralyzed the whole party, and then I got terrified of that enemy, but I guess they're actually not that bad. Up this way. Yeah, here we go. Alright, we're going to right-hand wall this. Oh my god, that is a very distracting graphical effect. Those overhead pipes. Sheesh. Nothing unusual here. So the cracked walls don't do anything then. They just look like that. Is that an elevator in that room next to that obvious treasure box? This is a multi-floor dungeon. You got to watch your character's hit points like a hawk. Because you don't actually get damage pop-ups. You just see your hit point total change. This feels pretty symmetrical. I wonder if we're going to hit another dead end up here. I'm going to step away for 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, back to work. Nay has lots of levels. Wow, she is twice my level. She's gone up. That's strange. I wonder why she levels up so much faster than Rogo does. Now, when you come back from battle, you get recentered on the map. So you actually get to look ahead a little bit on your map when you come out of a battle. I wonder why Rogo can use a knife but not a dagger. This almost looks like we just looped back around to where that cracked wall was that we were not able to go through. Our characters do not prioritize finishing off monsters. They are very happy to spread the damage around as much as possible. Yeah, here's that cracked wall. Our first treasure box. Gotten hold of 40 Meseta. Oorah. No, sometimes they stack the damage up. And sometimes they spread it around. Okay, this looks like an elevator. And then there were 2 treasure boxes on this floor that we're going to have to wrap back around from. Okay, so we have to do the whole loop around to the left, takes us to the elevator. Okay. These are... I was expecting to see if we're going to get new monsters, but it looks like we have the same monsters. I feel like I have heard people complaining about how the dungeons can be like a big slog in this game. We have techniqued. Oh, but I can't use it out of combat. So we have to try it in combat and see what it is. All right, so looks like we've gone bottom right. There's another elevator. That probably there's 2 elevators. Okay, this got real complicated real quick. All right, let me Stiggy, Order, Rogo. Oh, I got all kinds of techniques. Where did all these come from? So this, I think, is fire attack, and then this is a big fire attack, and this is a water attack. I think. I guess we should just try them out and see. Yeah, so that's fire attack, one target. Gifoy is probably fire attack, multiple targets. Oh, I got to cancel out unless I want him to use that spell every round, though. Because he needs to have at least 11 rolls of toilet paper to get me back home. All right, so this goes... Aha, that's what I thought. It's locked and won't open. Eat my butt. Phantasy Star 2. Already with the locked chest. What is this? What is this map layout? This is so complex. Okay. We're going to get super lost. Let's... It looks like the maps have this kind of X shape to them. Does that hold up here? This is a dead end. New monster, carrier. All right, I'm going to immediately cancel out in case I've got to do some Stiggy. I don't think that even damaged me. I think either it missed. I'm not... Can't tell. There's no damage number pop-ups. But I think that guy attacked me for no damage. Two damage, okay. So this would have been in a weird in-between position in the history of JRPGs. Because, like, the first batches of JRPGs had, like, Dragon Quest has, like, a running text window that tells you how much damage each attack does. And even Final Fantasy 1 has something similar. And then eventually the series would settle on having damage numbers pop up on a target during the combat, like after the attack animation is over. But this game would have come out in like an in-between state. So like they might have thought like, well, we don't want to have the text window taking up the whole screen. We want to have graphics taking up the whole screen. Armor Ants were tough, weren't they? Yes. Got paralyzed. This is a tough fight. I might have to Stiggy run from this. And we're dead. Fantastic. We really are dead. We're not. Okay, I can salvage this. Because I have this. Rogo's dead. Oh, give it give it to Nay. Have Nay use it. Okay, so I just have to walk back home now. Like, I might as well fight the monsters. Like, there's no reason not to. Let's see if Nay can do some solo work and power level even more. But I should be able to go to this... What was the second... I don't know what the town's names are. But I should be able to go to the second town instead of walk all the way back to the first one. Ooh, it is thundering outside. It is storming here, fool. This is a fight that calls for a Stiggy run. So if we get paralyzed, that's no good for anybody. It says Nay and friends, but like what friends? She only has one friend and he's dead. Yeah, here's the second town. Okay. To the cloning lab first. I got $600. Let's hit the Hopi Towel first. Oh, I gotta go back to the item shop and get another escape pipe. Because there wasn't an item shop in this town. This town sucks because they got dynamited. I can't afford anything good. I'm assuming like sword and like I'm assuming this is a two-handed weapon for Rogo, and then this is the next one-handed weapon for Rogo. All right, so I guess we're not saving. I guess we're just gonna go for it. No, I need to go right from here. This looks correct. Oh, I didn't buy my escape pipe. No, we do have to go back. Okay. We can do that like this. And then I guess I could teleport to that second town. Wonder if I should just carry one of these in the inventory so I have it in case I get into a situation like I was just in, where Rogo is dead and can't teleport us. That just seems like a good insurance policy. Because chances are good I will never have to use that, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Because it was a little spooky having Ney just soloing her purple butt across the battlefields. All right, back to it. Does Phantasy Star 3 also have a cat girl that joins the party? Is that just a Phantasy Star tradition? Because Phantasy Star 1, you just get an actual cat. You just get a yellow talking cat joins your party. And is like your main magic user for the whole game. And they have promised that the talking cats are playable characters in the RPG coming out. So that's wonderful. It does feel like it's going to be a minute before we can upgrade any equipment at all. Ney does not have any new techs. Did she learn a tech at some point and I didn't see it? Or is she just not as into techs as Rogo is? I guess I could check. Let's Stiggy here. No, it's still just res. Okay. These guys are tough to kill. They're big, beefy boys. And they paralyze you. I got a Stiggy run. Maybe that's a situation where I need to use techs, but I can only use a few techs before I'm out of toilet paper. All right, we were going left, and it circles around to the elevator that we need. There's another elevator in that room. They haven't been in that room yet. And then there was the elevator that went to a locked treasure box. So there's 2 treasure boxes on this floor we can reach once we find the elevators that go to them, but one of them is behind a locked box. Somebody tells me the Japanese version of this game, that text box, because the text box that they show you on screen to give you all your battle information only displays one line of text. Something tells me in the Japanese version that was sufficient, but there's a lot of like double text boxes. Like, look, Rogo and party are victorious, 8 experience points. Like, you could fit those messages into one box. Actually, the box looks like it's the right size to fit 2 lines of text. I wonder why they didn't. It might have been like in the Japanese version, it's designed for 1 line of text and they use a bigger font there maybe, and then when they localized it, they had a smaller font but just justified it to the wrong, like to the bottom of the box instead of the center. Yeah, because even the monster names up there are the same way. They're justified to the bottom of the box, and it looks like you could fit a whole second name up there, like a whole second line of text. There's another box that an elevator comes down to. I wonder where in this dungeon I will find the secret magic cake shop. Okay, so yeah, you loop around, you come to, I think this is like the center of the floor, right? Has the elevator that goes up. Or I guess it could go down. I guess I don't know what direction the elevator is going, honestly. Could go anywhere. So there's nothing past here, right? Okay, so before that battle, I could not see that wall to the left because of the way the screen scrolling works. But then we got into the battle, and coming out of the battle, it recenters me on the screen, and now I can see that there's a wall there. So indeed, I just take this elevator. Okay. So the elevator is situated in between 4 walls, and it looks like I can go left here, but I can't. Because if I try to step up to go left, it'll just take me down the elevator again. So I do have to go down and around. We're going to go this way this time. So after Nay used that heal spell, her action defaulted back to a sword icon. So the game is smart enough to know you probably only want to heal once when you heal. Is that where I want to get into now? No, I want this box first. I've gotten a hold of Dimate. All right, so one of these is going to go up to the next floor. Looks like that does. And then one's going to take me down to the box on the floor below. Yes. It's locked and won't open. Great. And there should be one more room like that up here. And so there is. Armor ants. This is a Stiggy run situation. Locked and won't open. All right, I guess we're going up to the next floor. I don't know that Rogo's damage has gone up at all. I feel like he's doing the same amount of damage he's been doing the whole time. Like 6s and 7s. Oh, we got a new guy. We got a pulsar. Let's take down the pulsar first. Oh, I didn't order her. I guess she was smart enough to do it anyway, but I didn't order her to. And I'm going to heal her next round. Stiggy, order, nay, magic, res, nay, fight. I wonder if you just auto battle if they're ever smart enough to do anything else. Like, will Nay ever use that healing ability when we're auto battling or not? Got another elevator already. Oh my goodness, these are complicated maps. Oh, no, this is just back here. Wait a minute, I thought I went up a floor. Did I not? Oh, I got hold of some headgear. Ooh, there's a bridge. Let's do that. Let's make sure we get this pulsar taken out. So I wonder if I'm looking for keys in this dungeon to use on those boxes, or if this is going to be like a Dragon Quest situation where you've got to buy magic keys in town. Like, are keys like one size fits all kind of things? Oh, dang it. I did go up a floor. Did I take damage from that? Looks like no. But I did go up a floor. Oh, this is very confusing. This whole dungeon situation is very confusing. All right, I think I want to be over here. This is floor 2. Ugh. If we just spread the attacks around, these guys are going to last forever. So we need to... Sticky order. I feel like I'm like half lost. Like I kind of understand what the layout's doing here. That's a dead end. Like I feel like I've got 4 rooms. Each room has 2 elevators in them, and one elevator goes down to the previous floor to a locked chest, and one elevator goes up to the 3rd floor. I think that's what's going on here. Let's try to get into this top right room up here. We got a Stiggy heal, order, nay, magic, res, rogo. Fight! I don't know what makes the stars fantasy. I assume it's because they spelled fantasy wrong. Like when you spell words wrong on purpose, that makes them more fantastic. So can I get in this top right room up here? No, not from out here anyway. Okay, so there's the elevator in. To get anywhere, we've got to go left and loop around. I feel like Phantasy Star 4 has straight up magic in it. Like, this game feels like it's all sci-fi coded. where the magic is all actually sci-fi techniques, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But I feel like Phantasy Star 4 has both. I feel like it has straight up magic and like an actual wizard that joins your party. But it also has all the sci-fi stuff in it. Shining Force is on this collection. There are 3 Shining Force games on this collection, but the collection is delisted from Steam and you can't get it now. Haha, nerd. I only played Shining Force 2, and I only kind of enjoyed it. I don't... You know what? I'm just going to admit it. I think I'm lost. Can I go down and go right, maybe? This is the first dungeon. This is really confusing for the first dungeon of a game. This collection also has Sword of Vermilion on it, which... We had that when we were kids, and that game is... It's like fart vomit is what it is. It makes you want to fart and vomit at the same time. So I get to the bottom right room here. And if I loop around that... Yep, Kid Chameleon's on here. I've never actually played that, but it's on here. All of the Genesis Sonic games. You get Sonic 1, 2, 3, Knuckles, Spinball, and 3D Blast. It's all on here. It's all the good times. I actually really liked 3D Blast back in the day. I enjoyed it a lot. And there's the top right room that I can't get into from here. So, okay, I was able to loop around. Okay, so this goes downstairs. No, this went up. Oh, it's just a butt room. I can't do anything in this room. I'm just locked. Look at the graphics on screen. Just look at this. You're supposed to parse this map out. This is... Like, if I took this like a screenshot of this and posted it out of context, you might even think this is a side-scroller game. Because the characters are, like, standing on this middle ledge. But it's... Like, what do you even do with that? Okay, so the right side of the map is not accessible. It goes to a dead end. And this is a Stiggy run. We Stiggy run from this. And we're dead. Well, we get to find out what happens when we get a game over now. Rogo and the others failed to restore peace to the planet Algo. Cool. So, okay, yeah, you just lose state if you get a game over. This is not a keep your experience but lose half your money kind of situation. So what all did I lose? I got the headgear still. I got the pipes. I think we saved before we left on that excursion, so I haven't lost any state. I can't go that way. I gotta go up and around. I think we got headgear out of a treasure box up there, and that's it. That didn't get saved. Question is, am I going the right way? Yeah, this looks familiar. Okay, this is where the dungeon is. Waspy, it's new monsters over here now. We should Stiggy run from this. Also, I don't even know for sure that this is where I'm supposed to go. This might not be the right place. I'm just kind of assuming this is where I need to be because it's the first dungeon that I saw. And because the monsters inside are the same as the ones on the world map next to the first town. But I don't know any of that for sure. Okay, so the right side of the second floor is nonsense. What is this here? I got like a little alcove here I can go into. That was fun. I haven't seen any critical hits either. At any point. Man, they really went all in on that, like, techno overlay graphic. It just scrolls for days. Like, what are those pipes? There are like 1,000,000 miles of pipes installed in this place. In one step, they scroll so fast in both directions. One step, like, sends them halfway across the screen. Oh, wow. Nay is at 4 hit points. That's not good. And she's dead. God damn it. All right, then we are going to use our... Yeah, there we go. Where's the clone shop? We got to replace the escape pipe. It feels like I should have enough money to upgrade some equipment, but I don't. All the equipment upgrades are really expensive. Like, what do I got on me? Like 500 something, 400 something? Yeah, like, oh, I can get a fiber coat, I guess. Like, this is the stuff we start with. Okay, Nay can't use it. +4 defense. And then I can sell his old suit. Wait, how do I sell stuff? Do I have to find like a special pawn shop to sell items, or maybe the item shop here? Here we go. All right, new armor. He was already taking 1 damage from most hits, but... Oh, what if I go back to my house? Do I get dialogue with Nay or something? There's a knock at the door. Trying to solve the mystery of the biomonsters. Rudo. Rudolph Steiner. Maybe you think you know a better name for me? Oh, I sure do, buddy. Mr. Rudolph Steiner. I don't know. I think we should stick with Rudolph, but I think we do it like this. Then we go Dolph. Is this like a guild system? Am I gonna like build a party out of 8 characters or something? I just went home and there was a new character in my party. What? I got a random person in my party. All right. He's a hunter. He's got a bow, probably a 2-handed bow gun. Cool. What kind of text do you have, Dolph? Dolph can't use techniques. Can I make that happen again? Can I get a 4th character? Okay, so I'll come back here to switch party members. Oh, man. When was I able to do that? That's so funny. All right, well. Welcome to the team, Dolph. I would have left his name as Rudo, except I named the hero Rogo for whatever reason. So am I going to get like 8 characters? And then I can... Because, okay, so Phantasy Star 1, you get 4 characters, and you just get those 4 characters. It's just the homies that you get. And then Phantasy Star 4, you have a 5-person party, but the characters change in and out all the time, similar to Final Fantasy 4. And then at the end of the game, you've got your core party of 4 people, which never changes. And then you have like 1 open slot that you can put anybody else that you've met into the party in that slot. Does Dolph doesn't know any texts? All right. How much damage is Dolph doing? Because we're... that might be the funniest way I've ever seen somebody join my party in a JRPG. And I've gotten all the squirrels in Suikoden too. That was just silly. You just go back to your house and there's a guy in your house. Hello. I would like to join you. I have this haircut. I'm your friend now. Acknowledge that I am your friend. We haven't seen him do anything yet. Here he goes. Oh boy, 4 damage, and he only gets to attack once because it's a 2-handed weapon. The guys get like these weird techno backpacks, but Ney doesn't. Is Ney like a sapient being? Like, is Ney a person or is she just a pet? I'm not. It feels bizarre that I even have to ask this question, but it is a consideration we have to think about. But we do have blue, purple, and yellow in the party now, so that's good. We're diversifying. We're diversifying our party portfolio. Oh, does Dolph not even have TP? He does not. So, okay, he's just not going to learn Tex. So he's going to be like Odin in Phantasy Star 1. He's got the same haircut as Odin, too. I wonder if he'll eventually get a laser blaster that hits all enemies like Odin did. Because your options for Odin in Phantasy Star 1 were to give him a big axe to do damage or give him a laser to do a little bit of damage to the whole party. To the whole, like, enemy squadron. Okay, so we know right's a dud. We want to try to go left. What is left, bottom left here? All we know about Nay is that she showed up in Rogo's house, I think he said 7 months ago, and she was very small and then grew up. So in 7 months, now she looks like a full-grown woman. Maybe that's not the case at all, and the game is just badly translated. But no, a Japanese game wouldn't be badly translated. Oh, here's a box that I can open again. Okay, this is the next floor. The other teleporter goes down to a box I can't open. So we're on the 3rd floor now. Okay, 3rd floor. We made it. No, Princess Maker 2, your daughter is very clearly a human, like a human girl, that you treat like a pet. Because you're a monster. You're just an absolute psycho. And then you have a little demon imp butler friend who is your pet, but you treat like a little demon imp butler. It's a... That game has issues, man. That game has... So this will take me back down to the 2nd floor. Into this room. And then this goes back down to the 1st floor to a box I can't open. Okay, I understand how... This confused me the first time I found it, and I lost track of which floor I was on, but now I understand better. When am I going to stream Princess Maker 2? I think I would lose my YouTube channel if I did that. I don't think you're allowed to stream Princess Maker 2. I think you get demonetized and then they send the black van for you. Alright, so this room was a bust. There was nothing this direction. On floor 3. But I think everybody already has headgear, don't they? Dolph has some. Nay has a ribbon. I wonder if Nay can equip a headgear instead of a ribbon. Nay doesn't want to take headgear. You know what? Fair enough. I love that Nay's job is no job. She's just unemployed. It's not that she can't equip it, it's just she doesn't want to. I just got girl bossed, I think. Like right on the edge here. I think this is the smart play. Right, because I jumped off this ledge over here. Okay, so if you jump off the ledge, that's no good. And then this is where I came from. This goes back down to a random encounter. Yes, that's correct. Okay. And then when I went over this way... There's no way across the bridge. Fantastic. So, on the right side of floor 2, there was a room. Was there a room I couldn't get into that I'm dropping down into now? Is that what I'm doing? Because it looks like the hole might take me down to the top right room of floor 2. Let's try that. No, I'm not anywhere near where I thought I was. Did that hurt me? No, okay. Okay, man, I don't know. Very confused. We have armor ants. I don't like armor ants. Oh, good. They got a preemptive attack on me. I think I took that bottom left teleporter last time. Let's take this top left teleporter this time. Dolph got one. At long last. Okay, that's the first floor. So if we go this way then, on the third floor, Dolph gains a level. All right. So where does this go then? This is the second floor. This is the first floor. So it doesn't matter which teleporter on the left I use on the second floor. They both go to the third floor. And then I think doesn't matter where on the third floor I go, I wind up dead ending on that bridge. We need a Stiggy run from armor ants. Ooh, I haven't seen these things before. Amoeboids. Lots of things are paralyzing me today. Just love getting paralyzed in this game. That's a dead end. Okay, then it all comes back around to this bridge area then. This was a box, yeah. So I can jump down, but why would I want to do that? There's a room on the second floor that I can't get into. But I think it's further east than I am. That's assuming that the maps line up at all in any particular way. We jumped down the top and we ended up in like the center of the map. Yeah, we ended up back in the center of the map. This goes back down to the first floor. Locked and won't open. This is the little stupid room. I can't find this area on the third floor. I don't even know where this is. And then I can't get into that room there. These are some Sega Genesis ass sound effects, I must say. You are getting the full force Genesis experience with these sound effects. Is there a way into this room and I just didn't see it because the graphics are so obnoxious? Let's just confirm there's actually a solid wall all the way around this room. After this run, we need to find out if we can get Dolph better weapons, I guess. What does he have? A bow gun. Can I get to that spot there? Maybe I can get up there. Not from here. Not from here. Okay. The problem is I can't... I've scrolled off screen the area that I'm trying to reach. And there's going to be like 20 random encounters between here and there. We need to Stiggy heal here. Order, nay. to cast res on herself. Man, these froggies, though, they going hard. All the maps were in the instruction book? Did they really? Oh, hold on. If I'm supposed to have dungeon maps in the instruction book... I got a PDF of the manual here. That's what the box art looks like? No. No. Afraid not. There are maps in this instruction book? I don't see any. The cities are separated by wilderness packed with danger, terror, and surprises. Yeah, apparently there are a lot of characters in this game. I don't see any maps, though, in this book. Phantasy Star 2 pack-ins. Let's try that. It was, okay, in the US, it was sold with a hint book. So apparently it did come with a hint book. Let me see if I can find that PDF. Phantasy Star 2 hint book. Here we go. Ah, yeah, here we go. This is... Oh God, yeah, this is filled with maps. All right, I have this as a resource if I want to use it, but I don't know that I do yet. I'm gonna sit on that for now. Because I think I've figured out where I'm going on this level of this dungeon. I was trying to make my way up here. To this path here, I believe. Yes, I think I'm on the path that I saw from the south. I can't confirm that because the screen won't scroll far enough, but this should get me into the room that I was saying I could not get into. It does. Okay. So this should take me to a new spot that I haven't been to yet. I can cast heal 2 more times. I have to Stiggy run from this fight. Do I? Let's try this. I think that'll hit both of them. It really doesn't matter what the other people do, I guess. Let's see how much damage this does if it hits both of them. It hit one of them. So that's not a target all fire spell. That's like the fire 2 spell. Okay, this is where I was trying to get to. And now I'm on the other side of the bridge. Beautiful. Box. This shouldn't go anywhere. There should be a dead end. I'm just confirming. Oh, no, it does go somewhere. It is a dead end. Great. I've only got one more heal spell left in me, then I gotta bail out of here and go back to town. Okay, that's also a dead end. And what if I go across the bridge here? There was a dead end from the left, but maybe not from the right. Aha. Okay. I'm going to go right first, 'cause that's where I came from on this map. I just don't know about this battle background. You know what I mean? It's kind of objectively the laziest possible battle background. Okay, so there's the butt room that we went into. Is it still like a butt room? Like there's nothing around here at all? Yeah, Dragon Quest 1 has better battle backgrounds than this game. Maybe the whole game is virtual reality, like it's not taking place, like it's just like a headset that Rogo put on. This feels... Yeah, this feels right. Like, this should take me up to floor 4, maybe. These friggin' guys... I'm gonna Stiggy run. Aha. A dead person. Those are bodies of the scoundrels. I wonder if the biohazards killed them. Dun 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 dun. Oh, these are new monsters. I shouldn't have jumped in here all laissez-faire. We're taking 4 damage from each of these. Oh, yeah, no, Nay's almost dead now. That's not good. The problem is we're spreading our damage all over the place. I want to focus fire on one guy, but the game's not smart enough for that. Stiggy... Use your monomate on your own self. We're just not smart enough to focus fire, so we have to eat 3 attacks every single round. Unfortunately, it is time to go. Okay, so we're going to bail on this. Let's replace our escape pipe first. Then I think I want to hit the weapons shop and see if we can get Dolph better equipment. Also, Nay has a hat to sell. Oh, we got to sell it at the item store. Got a sonic gun that I can buy. And he does like it. So attack is 37. Went up to 38. Well, I wonder if I can equip 2 of those. That takes 2 hands. This only takes 1 hand. I wonder if I can get a second one. Or if I've just wasted a whole bunch of money. Oh, nice. Attack 55. Okay, we're making something happen now. And I don't think there was anything worth getting in the armor shop. Let's just double check. No. Well, we got... No, unless I want a carbon shield, which I don't. And I think Dolph already has a fiber coat. He does indeed. Okay, so we got the best equipment we can kind of get right now. There was a weapon store in the second town, but I forget what it had. That might be a upgrade. And also I'm broke again, so where's the hospital here? Somewhere. All right, let's see if Dolph is doing any better now. I was tempted to go back to my house and see if there was another party member waiting there. Because looking in that hint book that I just downloaded, apparently we're going to meet Amy and Anna at some point. Won't that be fun? There we go. Okay, Dolph is in the game. Maybe after this next excursion, we can... You know, let's just jump in here real quick and take a look at the weapons shop. I forgot what was in there. They had a different selection than the first town did. But I forgot what we were looking at, really. It put a new party member in my house because I went to a new town. Yeah, I've got this. Oh, this ceramic knife. That's what I was looking for. So I'm betting this is a two-handed weapon, and this I can dual wield. But can't afford anything right now anyway. But yeah, we had visited that town before getting Dolph, obviously. So is that just what all the party members are going to do? Like, every time we see a new town, we'll just go back home and there'll be a new person waiting for me? Hello, I am in your party now. Acknowledge. I mean, that's one way to build a party, I guess. I don't... that is one of the ways to do it. Okay. Take 3 or 4 or something. Is it random what party members the game shows you, or do you get them in the same order each time? Like, were we always going to get Dolph first? That almost feels like they were trying to take a swing at like the guild system in Dragon Quest 3, where they're like, how can we have like a guild system where you like the player builds their party, but we don't want to do it exactly like that. We want to do like our sci-fi spin on it. What was that? What would that look like? How about the guy just shows up at the hero's house every time they find a new city? Also, I'm pretty sure the planet we're on gets destroyed at the end of this game. Or like in between Phantasy Star 2 and 4 at least. Because this planet doesn't exist anymore by the time Phantasy Star 4 it comes out. There were 3 planets in the star system. There's Grass World, Desert World, and Ice World. And Grass World gets explodey faced. Okay, I need to go super clockwise. Is Dolph also my pet? Like, is this a Pokemon situation? I gotta catch them all? I have the cat girl Pokemon, and then we found the military crew cut Pokemon. If they're humanoid, they're Sujimon. That's right. I had forgotten. Thank you for correcting me. I'm a Sujimon master. Yo, I left Casca as a Sujimon master for that entire game. He stayed in that job for pretty much the entire game until he maxed absolutely everything out in the job. And it's such a bad job. It's like so underpowered compared to other stuff you can do. Double miss. Mr. Rudolph Steiner, ladies and gentlemen. That's the wrong way. Okay. This floor 3. That's a dead end. I don't think I've tried to go right from here. I think I wanted to go to the center and explore the hole earlier, but there might be a path around to the right where there's more treasure or something. So let's go take a look. No, there's not. These friggin' guys. If I could focus fire, I would take this fight. But I can't. So the next question is... can I foy one of them and kill it in one shot? And I'm never going to find out because I got paralyzed. This is Just so silly. I've got to run. I guess, like, that's just the quality of these old RPGs, is there's always one encounter, right, in a dungeon that just absolutely stomps you. All right, let's take it back to floor 4, and that's where we got demolished by those previous enemies. So when you heal one person, it automatically backs you all the way out of the menu. Okay. Let's go. Nope, I did not want to step back in the elevator. I want to go this way. It's these guys again. Let's throw one Giffoy at them. That was a lot. Let's try one Foy. So Foy was just about the same as attacking, and Giffoy was a straight up kill them. Learned a new tech. Hinas. Oh, dear God. Of course. Of course that's what was going to happen. Why would that not happen? Why would that not be what happened to me just now? Oh. Whew. Oy vey. Erixia, thanks for pushing the button and making Prompto sing. He does so love to sing. Oh my goodness. Okay, floor 2. We go super clockwise. Really wish my heroes were smart enough to focus fire. It's very aggravating when I have to end a combat round with all the enemies left alive because we all attack different people. It just becomes a drain on resources. And it's why I usually don't use auto battle in JRPGs. It's why half the characters in Dragon Quest IV are unusable in combat. Just seeing what our money looks like. Wrong way, fool. God, I don't remember which way I was going. No, we gotta go this way. No, that's a dead end. We go down and around. I would like to get through at least the first dungeon of this game today. Would be nice. I don't know how likely that is at this rate. Amoeblobs. Well, I was told I get a new party member every time I go to a new city. And I've only been able to find 2 cities so far, and I'm assuming after I complete this dungeon, more of the world will open up. Really, money is more important than experience right now because I've got those knives that I can afford, but they're like 2,400 a pop or something. All right, let's try going down. Find the bottom of the map. That's what we'll do. Find another dead guy. So down is nothing. Right is nothing. Right's where I went last time. Okay, so let's follow the bottom of the map to the left. These monsters here are... I can't use my Gafoy because I'm out of TP. I need 11 TP to get home, so I can't use any attack or any magic spells here. Strategy, order, nay, res, your own self. Fight! All right. It's the same fight again. Order, nay, res, rogo. I like how you can't see how much health Rogo actually has when you're choosing a spell for nay because the box appears above his hit points. I don't know why they do that. There's plenty of space on the screen to put her magic menu anywhere on the screen that doesn't cover up vital information. But they made a choice. They made lots of choices when they made this game. Oh, I want that box. Can I has? No, I can't has. We are just outclassed up here on floor 4. We are going through heals like whoa now. That's it. One more heal and then we're done. I'm going to give it to Rogo, I think, after this fight. I don't know if I was going up or down. I think up. Yeah, because I passed that box and I couldn't get it, so... It's the same fight again. This is a big drain on resources, this fight. Because each of these guys takes like 5 hits, and we don't focus fire, so who knows when we're ever going to get around to hitting it 5 times. And each of their attacks, when it lands, also deals 5 damage. Dolph seems like he might focus fire more frequently than the other characters. I wonder if that's true or if I'm just seeing things. He also seems to miss more than the other characters. That's it. That's as far as I can go. We need to bail out of here because... So even though I've got an escape spell, I still want to have an escape pipe in the inventory in case I've got to bail and Rogo is dead. Got 2,200 gold. Was that it? Let's just pop in here and see if there is a new character waiting. Yeah, okay. 'Twas not. Okay, none of those were an up. So that's ceramic knife, but it was 2,400, I thought. So even after all those excursions, I still don't have enough money just to upgrade the hero's weapon to the second weapon in the game. The grind is real. Like, it's really real. Okay, I think we will at least not walk to the second town. I wonder if I should buy a sword. So it's two-handed, but its attack went up to 71. As opposed to 45. Okay, so that was worth it. That was an upgrade. I'm going to not sell the knives. I can't sell the knives here anyway. Never mind. Couldn't if I wanted to. If I get 4,800, I can go up to the next set of knives. And I don't know what else I can do with Nay. Like, these friggin' guys. Like, is the sword going to be enough? All right, dungeon number 1, take 47. So floor 1 is super clockwise. Yeah, I would like to at least get through one dungeon today. See, so we're going to get in situations like that, where Rogo wastes his turn by attacking a monster that's already at half health, where he would have been better off attacking a monster that was at full health and killing it in one hit, and then allowing Dolph to come up behind him and finishing off the monster that was already damaged. Like that, we're going to see that situation constantly, and that always irritates me in RPGs. It's why I gravitate away from games like Dragon Quest and Earthbound and whatnot, where you've got packs of enemies, and you can't tell your characters to target a specific enemy. And you can't pick what order your characters attack in. I've just never seen the appeal of leaving that kind of thing up to randomness in a game. Like in this combat, I would like Dolph and Nay to attack the bees, because the frog is the most dangerous creature. So I would like Rogo to attack the frog, and Dolph and Nay to attack the bees. But in order to make that happen, I've got to down strategy order Dolph attack bees. Down strategy order Nay attack bees. Down strategy order Rogo attack frog. And then tell the game to fight. Instead of just inputting my commands for each character, I have to manually tell the game I want to enter a command for each character individually and then put the game into auto battle. I don't understand the intent here. I don't understand the like design choice here. It just seems like the most cumbersome way to do it. And then, like, with those buzzers upstairs, we keep getting 3 of those guys. Like, the best thing to do is put all of your attacks on one individual monster, but the game doesn't let you do that. Dragon Quest games, or at least the earlier Dragon Quest games, are like the same way. And it's one of the reasons that I kind of gravitate away from those games. Earthbound is like the king of doing that. Earthbound is the king of, like, watch your characters be as inefficient as possible. Like, watch this inefficient combat round play out while your guy's HP is ticking down on the little roller thing, and you can't do anything about it because you're in between rounds. I don't have anything nice to say whatsoever about Earthbound's combat system, except the backgrounds are psychedelic and some of them are cool. Does Phantasy Star 3 also do it this way? Or does that have a more traditional, like, address each character each round kind of system, like Dragon Quest or Lufia or something like that? Okay, now I'm on floor 3, so I want to go this way. Like, that's just a waste of Rogo's turn right there. That's just an absolute waste. Like, the menuing in Phantasy Star 1 was better, right? Because Phantasy Star 1... Oh, which way do I need to go here? I've already forgotten. Shoot. I'm going to go left. No, right. Right is where the butt room is. Phantasy Star 1 is just like, okay, each combat round, tell your character what you want them to do. And then they will. Then Phantasy Star 4 has a system by which you can, like, program macros. Like, you can program, like, okay, on this, like, this round the wizard's going to use this spell and this person's going to do this. And you can save, like, 5 of those, I think. So you have different ways to... like, have auto battle with complicated commands rather than auto battle just automatically meaning that everybody uses their regular attack command. It's a nice little system, but I don't think I personally used it that often. Okay, what if I go up? Can I find the top of the map? Yes, I can. Breath of Fire 1 did that, where all your commands in battle were little pictures. And they couldn't think of a good picture for the auto battle command, so they just put the letters A, B. So you start every battle by looking at all your little icons, and one of the icons is just letters. It's very bizarre. Okay, so that's a dead end. Something tells me if he had fired at that middle monster, it would have killed it. Dolph, you left it alive. You should not have. Now Rogo's going to die, and it's going to be your fault. At least Nay seems like she's pretty fast. It does seem like your character's agility influences when they act in combat, because she comes out with that res spell pretty early usually. It does really feel like they were trying to innovate what JRPG battles were, and they just didn't have a good idea yet, if that makes sense. Right? Like, what can we do to make battles feel like zippier or poppier or something? And so they came up with this auto battle idea, and they tried to make it, design the system around auto battling. To be fair, Squaresoft, or Square Enix, I guess, would make the same attempt many, many years later with Final Fantasy 13. Can we design the whole system, like the whole game around auto battling, but still have like some kind of features in case they want to put in manual commands? And it was like sloppy and only kind of worked some of the time. Amoeblobs. I think the spinners are more dangerous. Whatever. We'll take out the amoeblobs first. So Final Fantasy 12, you have the Gambit system. But the Gambit system gives you such granular control over everything that happens in the battle system. And then at any point, you can always pause the game and then issue exactly the commands that you want. There's like never a spot in Final Fantasy 12 where like your characters just get away from you and do inefficient things for no reason. I got a ribbon. I feel like that's going to be for Nay. Whereas Final Fantasy 13 has a gambit system, but it doesn't show you the gambits or let you change them. That's how Final Fantasy 13 works. Each character has a set of gambits that they want to do, but you can't see what they are. You're not allowed to change them. You're not allowed to deactivate their abilities or skills, and you can't issue commands to anybody except your party leader. So it's like the worst of all worlds. Oh yeah, she wanted that. She's happy to have a Syl ribbon, and I'm happy to give her one. And I think Rogo could use a heal. Also, just look at this map. Like, look what's on screen. What? This tile set is insane. It's insane. I have no idea what they were going for here. I have no idea how to parse this tile set or like what it's supposed to be representing. It's just absolutely crazy sauce. Okay, we still have not made any progress on this floor. Oh, I think I accidentally hit the fast forward button. I forgot I could do this. Oh, I could rewind too. Oh, I wish I had known I could do that before. Yeah, you can rewind. There's totally fast forward and rewind options here. I wish I'd known that before I accidentally teleported out of the dungeon like a schnook. Oh well. I'll try not to abuse the fast forward and rewind. I'll try to just play the game like it's supposed to be played. I completed Fire Emblem without rewinds, and that was look that game. The the pressure to rewind or save scum in that game is so intense because critical hits in Fire Emblems are such BS. And character deaths are permanent. So it's just like, oh, just rewind that, buddy. Rewind that. You won't have to see that critical hit. Okay, am I just going in circles now? I really enjoyed that game, but I enjoyed it more as like a historical document, I think. I've got one of the Super Nintendo ones here. Which one do I have here? I have Genealogy of the Holy War. I have that on Super Nintendo. I should play that at some point. It might be good. I don't know. Learned a new tech. Was that Rogo learned a new tech? He's got res now. Oh, cool. Okay, that's actually really good. I don't need that yet. I feel like I might not be going in circles. I feel like I might be going away. Like a way to go. I doubt any of the Fire Emblem games are, like, strictly speaking, bad. They're just usually not my kind of game. I'm usually not that into playing that style of game. I was interested in the first one, though, because it's an NES game. There's something inside the pocket. I got a small key and a letter. Darum, I have your daughter Tame locked in Nido Tower. Pay 50,000 Meseta in 1 month if you ever want to see her again. To get the money, Darum turned to crime. I got a small key. I wonder if that'll open the boxes downstairs. Armor ants. I hate these guys. Nay is taking less damage from them now that she has a nicer ribbon, which is good. All right, I wonder if I should bail out of this dungeon and try the small key on the chests on the bottom floor. I wonder if that's what I'm meant to do here. It is a key for a small container, but will it open all of the small containers or just one? Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to try the small key on this bottom left chest. And see if it stays in my inventory or not. If it does, then I can go around and get all the chests. If it doesn't, then what I think I probably have to do is go back up to the 4th floor, take a different path, find a different body, which will also have a small key on it. And then get 4 small keys in that way. Oh, I know I gotta go super clockwise here, is what I gotta do. This is very, very complicated for a first dungeon in a game. I'm almost impressed. Yeah, everybody's recommended maps. I have downloaded a PDF of the hint book that comes with the game. And we'll see if I need to go to it at some point. I am not above using maps if I need to. So this has been a very complex dungeon, but it's also like very deliberately designed. Like the layout of the dungeon makes sense once you kind of understand what they're doing. Like you've got this X-shaped dungeon with 4 floors. The first floor has 4 rooms you can't get into. You go to the 2nd floor, elevators go both up and down. That's how you access the 4 rooms you've walked past on the 1st floor that you couldn't get into. The 3rd floor has the hole in the center, and you've got to find the path. Like, you can parse it, you can understand what they're doing with it. It's not just a maze. It's not just like a big, endless, stupid maze. Which was always my problem with dungeons in Final Fantasy II. Every dungeon in that game is just the stupidest maze you've ever seen in your life. Like, without exception. So, okay, we're going to go to this bottom left room over here. I feel like Dragon Quest II was like that as well. And then Dragon Quest 3 and 4 were much better about it. But Dragon Quest II, a lot of the maps were just huge mazes that just kind of tortured in on themselves. Okay, so does this go down? We will never know because the crab monster was in the way. I still got the small key, so I guess I need to open all 4 of these. Dynamite! Okay. Oh, I should have started with this one over here then. Phantasy Star 1 had very, very convoluted dungeons too, but it was a crawler, right? It was a dungeon crawler. And you expect that in those kinds of games. And it's easier to parse dungeons as taking individual steps in a game like that than it is in a 2D like top-down game like this. Mazes are much more easy to parse in that kind of setting because you're only ever looking at what's directly in front of you, and you're not seeing all these other areas that are around you in different places, but you can't physically reach from here. Dynamite! Guys, I'm going to step away for 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. My wife just got home with my dinner, and I had to go greet her and calm the dog down. Okay, so we've got 2 of the 4 boxes here. Is there a Phantasy Star 2 randomizer out there? She picked us up chicken tenders and mac from Publix, so I got a good snacky dinner ahead of me. I love the Publix chicken tendies. So I'll probably try to polish up this dungeon before I sit down to my dinner. Is this where I was hoping to get to? No, this is the 3rd floor. A monomate. That was... Did they have to lock that up? Yeah, that sounds like somebody started a randomizer project, worked on it for 2 weeks, and then gave up on it. There's probably not a lot of demand for a randomizer of the Phantasy Star games. Put Rogo on one of these guys. Then this should be the last one here. No, we gotta go down to the bottom one. We'll go down. I didn't find the black box I was looking for here. All right. What good is this dynamite? Takes out the dynamite, but then puts it back. Fair enough. Okay, let's... I think we did what we were supposed to do there. So that's not the dungeon we're trying to get to. That's not the place that had the black box, is it? Oh, I didn't want to be here. Hold on. Whoop. Wrong building. Here, let's do some basic... I just want to refresh my memory. What's the name of the place that we need to get to? The dynamite's going to be like a step of getting to the next part of the world map. The Biosystems Lab. We are on Motavia. They called it Mota, but we're on Motavia. Okay. Okay, so we're all... Okay, that makes more sense to me now. Hold on, I want to go jump back out to the world map real quick. No, I want to go to the item store and sell these knives. Then Nay has a ribbon that can go. Okay, so that's desert around me. And we have these walled areas connected by tubes where Mother Brain has, like, created the biosphere. And then by the time of Phantasy Star 4, it's just a desert planet again, because presumably something goes terribly wrong here. Okay. Then I'm going to save this here. And we'll be done adventuring for today, so I can sit down and have my dinner. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me for a few hours and playing some Phantasy Star. I'm excited that we actually got through the first dungeon. My goodness, that was an ordeal. Was not expecting that. I do have the hint book here in case I need it. Just absolutely crazy how much that took. The dungeon at Shure is difficult. Okay. What's the world map look? Let me pull up the world map on screen here. Or on my screen. You guys can't see it, but...
I don't see just a world map in this hint book. Maybe there's not one. Anyway, that's going to do it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out. Sleep well.